All right, let's get crystal clear in our messaging. You ready? Let's do it. Hey there, Enterprisers, what's good? It's Jason Lego here again, and in this video, I want to talk to you about crystal clear messaging in your marketing. That's right, crystal clear messaging in your marketing. Now, marketing is a huge beast in and of itself, is that right? It kind of encompasses a whole lot of moving parts, as it were. There are dynamics, there are elements, there are techniques, and there's methodologies all in this thing called marketing. And while all of those things are good, and you'll learn them in time, one thing that I really want to drill down for you in this video are some key things in terms of messaging, because no matter how you slice it, at the end of the day, marketing is delivering a message, right? It's delivering a message, it's educating people, it really is changing their thought process and helping them to arrive to an awareness, ultimately to a decision. That's what marketing is. Marketing is what leads to the sale. With that said, it is of paramount importance that whatever it is that you're pushing and promoting in your marketing, you're crystal clear in the way that you're presenting your thoughts. And this is one of those things that as a coach, as a mentor, I've been around for a while. I've helped a lot of people help me in my marketing, and I've helped a lot of people in their marketing. And one thing that always seems to bubble itself up to the forefront is making sure that your messaging is clear. One thing that I have found is that as long as you're clear in your messaging, you'll never really struggle for the next steps in the business cycle. Does that make sense? As long as you're clear. And so what I want to do in this video is give you 3 simple, quick, but powerful, most important things that you have to make sure that you're clear about when you're marketing. Remember, a confused mind always says no. That's one of the classic tenets in marketing, right? So make sure that you're clear about what you're saying. And it's very interesting. If you start thinking about these things and start watching some of your favorite marketers, you're going to find out that, yeah, even though they may say a bunch of crazy things and use different examples, they're clear in their messaging. There's a parallel, linear thought process as to how they explain themselves, express themselves, and talk about whatever it is that they're talking about. So from this standpoint of marketing a product and marketing your services, let's make sure that we're clear in what we're saying, and here's how you do it. Number 1, be clear about your solution to problem. That's right, solution to problem. At the end of the day, people are not buying you or buying a product, they're buying a result. Does that make sense? They're buying a result. Perhaps you've heard the classic statement before, people aren't interested in buying hammers, they're buying a hole in the wall, right? So you're talking about a result. More specifically, in this case, you're talking about a solution to a problem. The reason why we're phrasing it that way is because people will pay for a solution to their problem, right? People will pay for a result, but what happens when that result is amplified by the fact that someone has a pain in their life and you're coming along and you're solving and alleviating that pain? Does that make sense? So be clear when you're messaging that. For instance, when I'm selling a product, that's exactly what I'll say. I'll say, this will fix your problem, right? Whatever that problem is. You could go ahead online and you can start researching products, and you'll see when this is done at its best and highest forms, especially in the terms of selling tangible products, they always start off with, do you struggle with, right? Those are the words they use. Do you struggle with? What is that? That's painting the picture of their problem. So if you can get someone to answer, yes, I struggle with this, now when you step in with your product or services that solves that problem, that's exactly what they see it as. They see it as a solution, something that solves the problem. So if you can position your offering in this way, that it solves a certain problem, absolutely drill down on that and be clear. Oftentimes I will use those exact words. This will solve the problem you're having with whatever it is, right? Traffic, marketing, sales, closing high ticket deals, whatever it is, this will solve your problem. So be clear on that. Solution to problem. Number 2, direct benefit. Direct benefit, okay? Now this is a little bit sneaky and it's a little bit tricky to master, but this is one of those things that can absolutely creep underneath the radar. And I've had the opportunity to help a lot of people throughout the years, and this is one of those things that I've seen a lot of people struggle with as a mentor and as a coach and as a teacher throughout the years. And I've helped a lot of people fix this problem and really address this issue. Interestingly enough, it's easy for anyone to fall into this trap of not making their benefit clear. So make sure that you go ahead and begin doing that. Be clear on the benefit that absolutely directly affects your customer. Let me go ahead and give you a quick example by way of a story. I have a student that I've been working with for a number of years now, and several years ago we started helping her launch her own product. And one of her big value lines and value propositions that she would give in her marketing was basically telling people that she would help people create valuable assets by way of internet marketing, by way of live presentation, by way of content marketing and so on. And she was targeting multi-level marketing, network marketing, prospects, business owners, people who wanted to be successful in that space. And so the way that she was presenting her product is basically showing people how to do what she did, which is use organic content marketing like this to organically and effectively grow her sales team. And she was showing people how to do that too. However, when she was marketing her product, the way that she positioned it was, I'm helping people create value, or helping people create content to provide value. And that's where it stopped. And she was wondering why she wasn't getting more traction on it, and she was wondering why something just wasn't clicking. I came in and helped her look at it, and I thought, this makes sense to you. You know why it's important to provide value. But your prospect who you'd like to have buy your product, that's not a direct benefit to them. So what if I create and provide value, right? What you need to do is tie that to the benefit of making money, building a sales team, i.e. becoming successful. And so she went ahead and shifted the words that she said and added a few things to it. So her spiel went from helping business owners create content to provide value to helping business owners create valuable content that helps you make money and build a successful team. Or at least it was something like that, but hopefully see what I'm saying. It does make sense when you think about it, because now there's a direct benefit to the consumer. Not just let me show you how to do content marketing, let me show you how to do content marketing, because when you get good at this, it puts money in your pocket, right? I can tell people how to create value by putting videos online, but that doesn't really speak to them. If I say, but let me show you how to provide value by creating videos online, because these short 3 to 5 second videos will boost your popularity, increase your visibility, and dramatically increase the amount of sales that you have coming through your sales funnel. Does that make sense? Really tie a benefit to the person who's listening to you and who's watching you. It really is a small shift, but it makes the biggest world of difference when you employ this. So in terms of messaging and clarity, make sure you're clear on this thing of direct benefit. Number 3, and finally, antithesis. Antithesis, okay? Now, what am I meaning when I say antithesis? I really am meaning what it sounds like. I want you to go against exactly what the norm is, right? Or make sure that you're clear in identifying the things that you're not, right? Not the things that you are. Everyone is something, right? Everyone is a solution to a problem. Everyone has a proposition that will help you become successful, make money, blah, blah, blah. But you want to be clear sometimes on what you're not. Now, what is an example of this? Well, it's very simple. If you go ahead and search through any number of these videos online, you're going to see that sometimes people will put an anonymous or kind of a mysterious, a jaded post about becoming successful, making money, again, referring to the make money online space. And then in the caption, they say, this is not, and they list 5 or 6 different things, right? This is not MLM. This is not drop shipping. This is not so on and so forth, right? Why is that important? Well, the reason why that's important is because it helps you by some form or fashion to go ahead and employ the standalone factor. In other words, you're differentiating yourself from the crowd. Now, you're still something else that they may have seen before, but put yourself in the prospect's shoes. Maybe they're reading that post and they see, okay, he's not representing MLM, he's not pitching drop shipping, he's not pitching this. What is that doing? That is helping them identify with you, because maybe, just maybe, this person has gone through these things before and they have failed at them, right? Or maybe it didn't work out properly for them for whatever reason. So they're reading these things going, okay, he's not this, he's not this, he's not that. I wonder what it is, right? That's the theme, and that's the thought process that you're taking them through. And so even though what you are offering, let's call it affiliate marketing, if you're teaching affiliate marketing, again, when you say this isn't MLM, it's not drop shipping, it's not this and that, even though it might be affiliate marketing, they've seen this before, by the time they've gotten to you, they've already established a little bit of the same pageness with you, simply because you say, listen, this is not those things, right? It's a subtle way of saying, listen, I know you've tried these things, it didn't work out, maybe they're a scam, maybe it just didn't work out for you timing wise, it didn't work for you, don't worry, that's not what this is, I got something cool and fresh for you, and it's different, right? It's a good way to employ the dynamic of differentiation, and it's also important in marketing to be different somehow, some way, because there's not a whole lot of difference out there. At the end of the day, we're all selling a product, right? It's up to you to create a designated, distinguished, differentiated offer that is unique to you, and sometimes this is the best way to set that up. So in your marketing, be clear. Sometimes it doesn't hurt to go ahead and say, you know what, this is not that. If you're looking for that, that's fine. That's not what this is. And you might even take it a further step with that kind of style of marketing, where you say, if you're looking for that get rich quick, Ponzi scheme, pyramid type stuff, stick to MLM. That's not what this is. This is coaching, right? Or this is Amazon Associates, or whatever the case is, right? I'm just going ahead and giving you examples. So you think about that. But one of the best things that you can do in your marketing is to be clear about the things that you're not. Because then what does that do? It opens the door for you to step in and say, I'll tell you what, it's not those things. Here's what it is, and now I've got your undivided attention. Let me go ahead and tell you about what we're doing here. Does that make sense? Hopefully that's helpful to you. There you have it, my friends. Listen, I hope that this was helpful. Make sure you give me subscribe and then hit the notification bell. That way you don't miss out on any more hot new content that I got coming down the pipe just for you. This is Jason Ligo with Always Enterprise. I'll see you next time. Take care.